Hi Potassium, welcome to our coding review video. Over the past couple of days I've gotten a few questions on how to help your child code some of the work that they've been assigned, and so I thought it would be a good idea to just kind of go over a few of the basics and kind of why I like to teach coding in my classroom. And so basically when your child is trying to code a word, they're trying to put these marks over certain letters to kind of symbolize a certain sound that they're making. For example, something very basic would be the word dog, right? We have dog right here. When your child is coding the word dog, we're primarily focused on the vowels, right? And we focus on the vowels because the vowels have, in most cases, more than one sound, right? So we need to remember these two marks here. The first one is that one. Looks like a happy face without the eyes. That's called a breve. A breve is going to mark a short vowel sound, right? The next one we have is just a straight line on top of the vowel. It's called a macron or macron, however you decide to pronounce it. That one symbolizes a long vowel sound. So if we're looking at the word dog, the g, the vowel O here is making the sound ah. So when your child codes it, they should have a small breve over the word or the letter O because it's making a short vowel sound. But if, say, they are coding the word make, right? A, the A is no longer making a short vowel sound, so it will need a macron over the A to symbolize that it's making a long vowel sound. They can cross out the E because in this situation, the E is silent, and it's also part of our kind of sneaky bossy E rule that we learned earlier in the year, right? And that's just the only ways that we're going to code the vowels. We do have broad vowel sounds too, but I'll probably make another video explaining those to you guys. But the purpose that or why I like to continue with coding throughout the year is particularly to help our emergent readers. And so back here, I have a couple of sentences that the children at this point should be able to read based on everything that we've taught them. But I like for them to look at the whole sentence and kind of figure out how to code it, right? Because what we're doing now when we're coding, we are now not only going to just code the vowels, but we're also going to underline any multiple letter phonogram that the child might see before we begin reading. So the reason why we're doing this is because a lot of the times as the children were reading, and it happens to everyone, is that they were sounding out each word letter by letter by letter. And that's perfect, right? Except we are now getting to the point where we learn that sometimes certain letter combinations will make a different sound. So what we were doing for a few weeks before the break was that we had several sentences like this, and I would have the students kind of first go over the vowels, code them, and also underline any double letter phonograms like this, right? So here, SH we know is a double letter phonogram, so your child would code it. Now, coding in a sentence there's a lot of multitasking going on because they have to remember a few of the spelling rules that we've had, and I'll have another video for those as well. But for example, we have the SH there. I don't see any more. Yes, I do. The TH over here. And our newest one, OUGH. And so we're underlining these phonograms, these multiple letter phonograms, to remind the children that they're going to make just one sound and not more than one sound. For example, SH we know says sh as opposed to s, right? The same thing with TH. The children now know that TH can have two separate sounds, a voiced and unvoiced sound, like thimble, or a like feather, right? So it kind of reminds them that they should be looking for one particular sound. Now, when coding the vowels, we have to remember a couple of the rules. I'll mention them here, but I'll talk about them more in another video. When we have a vowel at the end of a one-syllable word, it will most often make a long vowel sound, right? Now, when we have a vowel between two consonants, it will likely make, or often make, a short vowel sound. Same thing here with this next word. It's the vowel is between two consonants, so they code with a breve. And same thing for all of those, right? Over here, the word the, It's a bit tricky because some of the students read them in two different ways. They read it the, z, with the lacy E sound, or some of them like to read it with the z, E because they're remembering that vowels have to make a short vowel sound at the end of a one-syllable word. So in this particular case, the word the or the, it's really up to your preference. So now we've coded a whole sentence, so now it makes it easier for us to read the whole thing. She, k, a, n, can, help, x, mix, the, or the, however the children can read it, the, o, do, right? And again, you can pause anytime you like here to help them kind of, if you want to write down the sentence and have them go through it, quoting it as you like. And we can keep going, right? The next sentence, again, I would have the children kind of first underline any multiple letter phonogram that they might recognize, and then we'll go back and do the vowels. So once again, we have TH right here, which I underlined, OW right here, WH right here, CH over here, CK right here. Perfect, right? Any other double letter phonograms? No, I don't think so. So now we can go to the vowels. Again, either the long vowel sound there or the lazy E sound. Short vowel sound here, because another rule that we've remembered is that if it's a one syllable word, it's a vowel followed by a consonant, it's still going to make a short vowel sound. Now here, the children should remember that if there's an E at the end of a word, that's after a consonant and a vowel, that's the bossy E rule, right? So the E will be silent and the I will make a long vowel sound. Over here, because it's TH, that it's a multiple letter phonogram, it is still a consonant phonogram sound. So we have consonant, vowel, consonant, the I will make a short vowel sound, right? Any other ones? Yes, right here. We have the vowel between a consonant sound and another consonant letter. So we'll have a short vowel sound. Over here, the O2 between two consonants, short vowel sound. Now the children should be able to be ready to read this now. Again, now the one thing I want you to remind your student or your child, is that if they've already read the word before, try and remind them and ask them, you've read the word before, what did you just read? And if they can't remember right away, which happens, just kind of remind them how to sound it out. E, the, k, ow, cow, is, w, it, white, w, I, with, black, sp, at, spots, right? So again, what this is doing is it's showing your child that letter combinations can have different sounds, especially the ones that we've taught them. So it's a good practice to have. I don't expect them to do it as they progress with their reading skills, but at this point, it's good to remind them to see something visual to let them know that the two letters together, or three letters in some cases, 4 here, will make just one sound and not 2 or 3. Back to our last sentence here again. Let's see if we can find any multiple letter phonograms. Just one here. We have a 3-letter one down here and a 2-letter one down here. Now we'll go back and we'll go ahead and code the vowels. Again, we have a vowel at the end of a one-syllable word. We'll likely make a long vowel sound. Vowel between two consonants, short vowel sound. Vowel consonant, short vowel sound as well. When we have a single letter vowel word, like this one, for example, it's going to say its name, A. And there's only 2 cases where it does this. It's the word A and the word I, right? Now, again, we have a vowel between consonant sounds. So it's a short vowel sound. Vowel consonant, short vowel sound. Vowel consonant, short vowel sound. Single vowel word, long vowel sound. Perfect. Now, assuming that, again, your child remembers all their multiple letter phonogram sounds and all their vowel sounds, they should be able to read this with no problem, right? E, he, it, sits, on, a, branch, up, I, hi, in, a, tree. He sits on a branch up high in a tree, right? And so, again, if you see coding in your work packets, it's really all I'm asking you to do or your child to do is to code the vowels, whether it's a short or long vowel sound. Remember, we use abbrev for short vowel sounds, and we use a macron for long vowel sounds, right? But I prefer this type of practice more on sentences that they can read as opposed to just single word practices, right? Because the goal is for them to remember, again, that letter combinations like SH or OUGH will have one particular sound that they're making in the word as opposed to separate letter sounds, right? Hopefully this was able to kind of give an idea of what we're looking for or what the goal for our coding in our class is. Again, you can pause this, rewind this, or just write sentences on your own for your child to kind of walk them through this coding practice. And then with time, they can stop coding and then just kind of read the words and sentences on their own. I hope this was beneficial for you guys. I know many of you had questions and hopefully I was able to answer them. If not, again, you can just let me know and I will clarify it for you. And again, just look for those next few videos that I make that'll have to go over some of the spelling rules that we've learned so far this year. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.